Hi, I'm Kirk dekalb. I wanted to show you the differences between the two traps, or several traps, the different styles and what can be done with them. This is a swim-through trap with a swing-down lock bar door. Customers and myself have caught over 60-pound beaver in this little trap. It's just 12 by 12 by 36. But I wanted to show you, it's mainly used for on runs or trails. It's used for sticking up in holes or dive sets underwater, but the trap can be used on land. But let me show you maybe it's not necessarily a disadvantage, but it shows you less of an option that you would have over a conventional trap or a different design trap. For instance, if let's say this is the top bank and the bank of the pond slopes down to the water level, and the water level would be what the ground is. So if you put this trap like this, slope down to the water level, this door where the water is, the animal has to come under the water and go into the trap to get through, and he doesn't have as, when he looks down through, he doesn't have as open of a path. If you set it straight on land, he just looks straight through. If you can see down through there, it's just got the wire trigger. Now we use a little different style trap, such as this beaver getter. If we set the beaver getter on a slope like this down into the water, we have the same problem, in that the animal doesn't have as much clearance between the ground and where the top of the door is when he's coming up to the trap. Now if we change the trap around and we put the trap like this, not only does he have clearance coming down through here, but he's got clearance coming up through here, so the trap is more apt to catch the animal. And yet, even with the guillotine door, you're still able to stick it up in a pipe, or stick it up in a hole, or stick it up into the brush to block it off, to catch a beaver or an otter. There's an advantage to this trap over that trap also, in that the amount of space inside the trap actually allows you to catch a larger beaver with this trap than you could with this trap over here that I just showed you, simply because of the way the doors are and the way they close and function. This door is actually faster than this door underwater because of the guillotine door and it being a power door trap. Let me show you something else. This is a larger trap. By going to a larger trap and having a guillotine door on each end, now look how much space he's got. When the animal comes in, he's got a tremendous amount of area. It's extremely open. When he comes this way, it's real open. When he comes down the path, and it's real open appearing to the animal. The advantage to this trap, this is a 14-inch wide trap, 17 inches tall. We used to make the trap 12 inches wide. By going to a short rail, we were able to put the same trap in put the trap in a box that would be the same dimensions and ship it for basically the same price. But by making the trap 14 inches instead of 12 inches, you can actually hang a clump of grass right here in the middle, open up a little place that's perpendicular to a dam or a pipe, let the water run through, block this off so the water only comes through in this little spot right here in the middle. The beaver will carry trash and debris and try and stop it up and come in, and you can catch the beaver in a perpendicular set. If you go to my YouTube channel, you can actually see it on what we call a plug pipe set. Caught many 50 to 100 beavers that way using the trap. Out of this one trap that I've got that's about 5 years old, it's just like this. What's good or unique about this trap also is that you can float it. Because of the design, you can put PVC pipes on each side, let them stick out the end, and float the trap. But the biggest thing is, on a trail set with this trap, whether it be completely under the water or whatever, you can set this trap completely under the water and catch a beaver or an otter. But what's so good about it is that it's so much more open. When that animal comes up, it's just so much more open than a swing down door trap. Now, my competitors have a trap that's made similar to this or like this. It's a lock bar design, and they turn the trap over. You can turn the trap over, but even if you turn it over, the animal's not walking on nice ground. he's walking on uneven ground. If you make the trap in such a way that the animal functions like this, for instance, like this trap, when he comes in, he's walking on even ground. There's nothing uneven about the door. The door's not in the place. And the same way when he comes up here, it looks more like a natural set. Also, when you have a trap with the door sticking out like this, coming down here, it's more apt, the space between where the door sticks out and here creates kind of an area that you want to block off more than you would if you had a trap that had a guillotine door. So I wanted to explain that to you and run that by you and show you. Thank you.